Hello, hello, hello. Got kind of an exciting day here. Hello, Jake, and hello, everybody else. It's good to be back. Few things. First of all, sorry I had to reschedule from yesterday to today. I was planning on doing some chores and errands today, ended up doing them yesterday, so my days just kind of got flip-flopped. This is your favorite fighting game, Tekken 8, or Tekken in general, favorite fighting game series. Uh, Very nice. Just got out of the shower, so my hair is a little wacky on top of, just being wacky in general. Grew up with it. I played Tekken when I was younger, but I would say I played it the least out of like all the fighting games series out there. I played just one match yesterday, and you can like refight each other up to 3 times. So it's technically 3 matches, and I don't know how I feel about it. That being said, I was like kind of looking around in practices and tutorials, and I didn't really see much. So I think I'm gonna take the first chunk of this stream, and I'm going to YouTube some quick tutorials, both in general, because I don't even know how to block in Tekken. Do I reverse? Do I do nothing? I don't know. It didn't tell me. There's no tutorials that I saw, unless I had to click on story mode, and story mode's a tutorial. But yeah, so I'm gonna look over some basic tutorials of Tekken 8 in general, and then over some tutorials of the character I plan on using, which is Steve the Boxer. I only picked Steve because I used him when I used to play Street Fighter Cross Tekken way back in the day. I played that game with Eddie Ace for a little bit, and I like Steve. I think Steve is a harder character to use. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong about that, but I think he's a harder character to use. So I'm going to kind of look up some tutorials today, and then we'll figure it out. Jake says, I didn't have a Street Fighter game on my PSP back, so when it was only Tekken. Tekken is more difficult to learn compared to Street Fighter. That actually surprises me because the moves seemed easier. Like there wasn't like the joystick part where you have to like reverse, up, down, left, right, light punch sort of thing. So that actually surprised me a little bit, but I guess we'll find out. Tekken has a bajillion moves. That's okay. I found in fighting games where usually there's a bajillion moves, you just kind of use the main ones anyways. Yeah, Steve Wright, he's very unique. Yes, exactly. So yeah, so we'll do that today. I'm actually going to use the first part of today making a tweet. I kind of saw something we're going to look up a little bit. We're going to look up some news. Hold on. I'm going to kind of open my browser here, then we'll get into it. And I'll talk about it a little bit more. Gotta sign in first, though. Travis on Wade is saying Street Fighter is a lot better. Each button is connected to a limb. I kind of like the idea of that. Each button's connected to a limb. And it makes sense why Steve's leg buttons are duck and weaving, because boxers don't throw kicks. Sorry, just logging into Twitter in the background here. By the way, I was very I was proud of that Pringles post I put on my Twitter a couple days ago. But okay, so let's see. Yeah, I did say Tekken, or yesterday, I'm not gonna lie, I played Tekken and it kind of just made me wish I was playing Street Fighter. So I will say those are my initial thoughts coming into this. That being said, I am gonna give it a chance. Like I don't know what I'm doing, so that can kind of alter your experience. No backsies. So I mean we're gonna give it today, and I'll give it a couple more days, and we'll see how I feel about it after that. So all right, let me bring you guys over into the main dice here. So I kind of want to look up the story first and read it for myself. But Avatar: The Last Airbender is getting a live action adaptation on Netflix. And true to Netflix, I'm not gonna lie, I was hyped for this for a moment because it looks like Netflix was like putting a lot of effort into it, making the cast, making like the art look like the show and whatnot. But then true to Netflix, I saw something the other day that kind of flubbed my dreams. Avatar: The Last Airbender Netflix news. Let's see if an article comes up about it. Netflix Avatar Live just changed this. That's a YouTube thing though. Well, let's watch this. It's 5 minutes.
Flamio Hotman, the story in Netflix live-action Avatar: The Last Airbender will be changing in a way that not only affects Season 1, but also Season 2 and 3, as confirmed by the showrunner Albert Kim. So I'm going to talk through these big changes.
Something
and how
about
they could
Sokka? Yeah,
affect
that's
the
what I heard,
live-action
yes.
series. Once you've had a listen, share what you think about
For
the
those of you that
changes.
don't know, Avatar: The Last Airbender,
Yeah, I'd
the
really
animation is
appreciate
one of my
it if
favorite
you like and
shows
subscribe
of
to
all
the channel.
time. It's like a
And when
goat
we
for
get to
me.
1K subs, I'm really grateful
It's
for
one of the
all the
goats.
support you guys have given me. Now let's talk about those changes. In an interview with EW, showrunner Albert Kim said this about his live action Avatar.
Oh, I do have to go back to my screens. Hold on. My screens are not bordered right because of the Nuzlocke we did the other day. Let me fix that really quick. There you go. They riled up with One Piece. They riled people up with the One Piece adaptation. People like the One Piece adaptation. I personally, I like One Piece, and believe it or not, One Piece, like the first few arcs of One Piece, like the first season or whatever, controversial, but I actually think it's some of my favorite. Like, it's my favorite stories, kinda when you're learning about the characters a lot. Like, they don't the One Piece characters don't have a ton of, like, character development. Not a ton, there's some here and there, but they don't have a ton of character development. So I feel like the most development we get is actually in the first few arcs where you're, like, just learning about what kinda characters they are. Um, but yeah, but that all being said, I didn't finish the Netflix adaptation just because I was bored, so I didn't finish it. And it's not really I never really took the time to shit on it or anything because a lot of people liked it and I didn't hate it. I don't know, it just didn't grasp me. But and like I said, those are my favorite episodes too, some of those first seasons and stuff. So I don't know, it is what it is.
Series. All 3 seasons of the animation essentially take.
I feel like I feel like One Piece would be harder to adapt. Like anime in general is very hard to adapt. Animation, I should say. I shouldn't just say anime because people are always in a huge debate about whether Avatar: The Last Airbender is an anime or not in general. But animation is very hard to adapt. But I feel like One Piece is a really hard animation to adapt. So I give him credit for doing it in a way that wasn't cringe or awful, at least.
Place in the course of 1 calendar year.
All right.
There was no way we could do that, so we had to design the first season, especially to accommodate the possibility of some time elapsing between season 1 and 2. He then goes on to say the comet was the ticking clock. We removed that particular ticking clock from our show for now because we couldn't know exactly how old our actors would be for the subsequent seasons. We definitely thought about that going into season 1 so
This
that
is
we can
actually an
accommodate
interesting
for
take.
puberty, adolescence, time passing, all those fun things that happen to real life human beings that don't happen to animated characters. So what does this mean for the story? Well, Basically, it means we won't be getting the whole Sozin's Comet by the end of the summer storyline, which was all triggered by Roku in the original Avatar animation. However, the way Albert Kim
Hmm.
says this, and particularly how he uses the words for now, makes me think that Sozin's Comet will still play a role. If you look back at the teaser trailer, we did see the first comet, so we know they're not ignoring the comets completely. That first one was the one Sozin himself used to start the war. It's the second comet that Albert Kim's referring to, which originally does kind of set a time bound for the animated series. We're not quite sure how they're going to do that. Of course, Albert Kim doesn't go into too much detail.
Okay, I'm
That
just gonna
is
stop this here. It's a good video. I'll give this a like. Um, so this is actually different. I kind of want to give my opinion on this too. This actually makes sense. This is something that the showrunners are changing that makes sense in my head. Uh, the entire series takes place over the span of a year, roughly, because of the comment coming, and they're like, "Well, we can't do that year timeline because our actors are gonna grow too much. Like, they can't show this actor growing up in that time, so we can't really give a year's timeline in our series." That makes sense, and I don't think that that's a big deal in the show because it's this ticking clock that's supposed to be near impossible. But all that being said, I don't think that it's integral to the core of the show that all these events have to take place within a year. Like, I know this isn't what they're going to do based off what this said, but let's say they take the comments coming in 3 years. Let's say in this series they say, oh, it's coming in 3 years, so you have 3 years to do all these things before the comment comes. I don't think that would be like, I don't think that would check, or that wouldn't ruin a lot of the plot for me still, in my opinion. Uh they're going into this in a realistic mindset. It's just a human issue. Yeah, I agree. And I think that's actually smart on their part. And like I said, I don't think that's super integral to the storyline that would ruin anything doing that. Yeah, what I heard was something about they're toning down the sexism of Sokka in the first season. Of course, Twitter idiots will gloss over that, right? Yes, I saw something about how Sokka is not gonna be, yeah, they're cutting Sokka's plot line of his sexism and stuff. For those of you that don't know, Sokka starts the series as kind of a sexist. He's not like the worst sexist you've ever seen, but he does have like kind of that old school mindset where it's like women should just, they're there for cooking and cleaning and the men are the fighters sort of thing. That's kind of his mindset. And that changes within the span of 4 20-minute episodes. So it's not like he has that mindset for very long, and it's not even the worst thing ever. But I do think that it is a big part to his character, and it kind of that's the first part that like sets off his character development and his view on like people and warriors in general and stuff. Because throughout the rest of the story, he meets tons of like women warriors that outclass him, and he just learns to respect women and warriors in general on a different level. So I think them cutting that out, or the what I saw, and this is a quote, is that they want to tone down the sexism in that. And my immediate thoughts, which is what I'm going to post on Twitter, is they were like they want to tone down an issue in a child's story. Like this is a kid. Yo, Munchney, what's up, my friend? This is a kids TV show, and if they think they need to tone down an issue in a kids TV show, I don't know. I think that's kind of not a good move. If they think that an issue in a kids TV show is so bad that they have to tone it down, I don't know how I feel about that. Anyways, let's move on. I'll make this tweet afterwards. Those are my thoughts on that. Let's move on to some Tekken tutorials. Tekken. Beginner's Guide to Tekken 8. Munchney said, I'm all right. How about you? I'm doing good, my friend. I'm glad you're here. Glad to see you. How's your week been going so far? Jake says, it's because the current generation's sensitivity to subjects like this. Oh, absolutely. To be honest, it's more of a lesson to show kids to not be sexist. It is. It is. And they could have used it as that. Like, the fact that they're shying away from somebody being sexist, like a main character, protagonist being sexist, even if it's just for a short time in the series, the fact that, protagonists can have character flaws. You know what I mean? Like, you can have a protagonist with a particular characteristic that you don't... Like, you can still be a protagonist even if they're sexist. You know what I mean? Like, they can have character flaws. So the fact that they're shying away from that, I don't know how I feel about it.
That uses the right kick button.
All right, let's check out. This tutorial's 40 minutes.
Hello and welcome.
I don't know if I want to watch a 40-minute tutorial. We'll start watching this at least.
That uses the right kick button.
Because I actually watched this guy for my Street Fighter tutorial, and he was pretty good. So let's see what he's got to say about Tekken. Munchney said, my week has been very not good. Not like awful, but I haven't enjoyed it. Can't wait till tomorrow to spend my day gaming. Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that, Munchney. If you don't mind me asking, why has your week been not very good? And I do hope it gets better for you. What are you planning on gaming tomorrow?
Hello and welcome. This is Rooflemonger, my friends. This is the beginner's guide for Tekken 8. We're going to be covering just basically everything you can do in Tekken 8. Some of the stuff, kind of easy, kind of self-explanatory. We'll still go over it, though. And some of the concepts, the game doesn't really go out of its way to teach you some of these concepts.
Yes, that's what I found.
We're going to try to teach you everything we can just about how the game works in general. There'll be timestamps, so skip forward to whatever section makes sense for you.
I like the look of this character on the left.
With just the absolute basics. So first off, Tekken is what we would call a 4-button game. There's 4 main attack buttons here. We have left punch, left kick, and right kick, and otherwise known as 1, 2, 3, and 4.
People really like the one on the left, Reina.
To a limb.
Interesting.
And therefore, it's actually fairly easy, even if you don't know all the moves. If you see Reina,
Munchney says, "Oh, my exams have been white." Yeah, exams will do that to you. So, are your exams almost over then? Like, are your exams going to be over after tomorrow? And then you say he's playing some Pokemon Unite and Dead Cells. I have never played Pokemon Unite, but Dead Cells is an awesome game. Jake says she's just a badass tomboy. I like it.
attacking with her right kick specifically, it's probably something that uses the right kick button because, you know, the left punch button wouldn't be hitting with right kicks, right? So even if you're watching something and you don't know exactly what's going on, just by looking at what button is actually attacking, you can get a rough idea of what's happening. Now, that said, also the game being the game here, we have a lot of different directions. Generally speaking, a bunch of different directions and a button is going to give you different results. Like, say, stand 1, not hitting anything besides 1, is going to be different than down forward 1 is going to be different than back 1, right? And much the same here for any other button here. Stand 4, down forward 4, back 4, right? Effectively, just about any direction and a button will yield you a move. And some moves use both buttons. Generally, if it uses both buttons being the game, it means they're using both limbs. So 1, left punch, right punch, and 1 plus 2 uses both arms. This cartwheel kick here from Reina, 3 plus 4, because we're using both legs. And that's about it. But given that all these buttons and directions make different moves, that's why Tekken move lists tend to be longer than the average fighting game, because there's so many possibilities, as you can see. Now, another big part of Tekken is movement.
I kind of like that, though. Like, that's both complicated and simple. Like, it's just like, yeah, a button to a limb. But when you add in all the combinations between different directions, different combinations of limbs being used, I like that. Simple, yet lots of variety to it. Munchney says, for the week, yes, but I have exams almost every week until like May. Oof. Ugh, sorry to hear that.
So yes, this is a 3D game. Therefore, you have basically free movement of whatever arena you may be in. There's basic concepts like backdashing, just sit back, forward dashing, where you can dash or hold to run. And to run, you do have to be just a little bit further from the enemy. You can sidestep, just tap up or down and sidestep into the front or background. And if you double tap and then hold, then you'll walk in that direction. So down, down, hold, and I'm starting to walk into the camera. And Tekken being Tekken, you can actually for the most part, freely cancel any kind of movement into any other movement. So if I backdash, I can cancel my backdash into a sidestep. And I can cancel, say, my sidestep into a dash. So backdash, sidestep, forward dash, right? And that's kind of one of the key parts of Tekken. So when you see people just kind of moving around here, just flitting around, that's why, because you can kind of freely control how you move. It's a pretty big deal. And there is some advanced techniques where you can get really special kinds of movement. Although that won't be for this video. Don't worry, there'll be other guides for that.
Okay.
This is also a back to block game. So like, say, Street Fighter, hold backwards to block mids and highs. Hold down back to block lows.
Okay.
Also, this game has a feature what we call neutral blocking, where normally, you can see here I'm holding backwards, I'll block the strike. But I can also hold exactly no buttons, and I'll block the strike. And this works for standing as well as crouching. So as Usena's attacking me here, if I hold down back, I'll block. But if I just hold regular down, I'll neutral block as well. Now, that said, don't always let the game just block for you. There are actually many situations where
good. We know how to block
regular
now.
Hold back to block where you cannot neutral block.
Check some of this.
As neutral blocking does take a little bit to get set up. It's on when it's on, but it doesn't go on right away. And that's not great.
I'm going to just kind of skip around the video because I don't want to spend 40 minutes on this.
Because if a big high goes overhead, you can get punished for it, right? So they're your fastest kinds of attacks, but they have a pretty sizable weakness in that highs are duckable.
All right.
Attacks. So there's three kinds of attacks. There's highs, there's mids, and there's lows. And being the kind of game it is, highs are generally just going to be your fastest attacks, no matter what. If it's high, it's just going to be quicker than any other comparable move.
High is
the
fast.
issue, though, highs are duckable.
Okay.
As you can see here, Azusen is crouching now, and no matter what I may do, all my high attacks are just not going to hit at all.
Interesting. Okay.
And that's not great, because if a big high goes overhead, you can get punished for it, right? So they're your fastest kinds of attacks, but they have a pretty sizable weakness in that they can just hold down, and they all go over your head. As simple as that. Now, mids, what makes mids so strong is you cannot duck them, right? And more specifically, while you're crouching, you cannot block them either. You can stand block a mid, but you cannot crouch block a mid. So here, stand blocking, no big deal. Crouch blocking,
yeah, that does make
impossible.
sense, I guess, when you
Not
think
gonna
about
work.
it. That is interesting, though.
So you really got to watch out, because sometimes ducking in that high is a pretty big deal, but if you guessed wrong and a mid's coming your way, you're going to get blown up for it.
Blown
So
up.
mids are slower than highs, but they're potentially a lot deadlier, because when you think you're safe ducking a high, you might get blown up by the mid instead. And then that brings us to lows. And lows are a little self-explanatory. Lows are low. And to defeat them, you must block low. Simple as that. Lows are generally very negative on block. Almost every low is punishable in some way, shape, or form. It could be a little punish. It could be a big punish. But lows are quick sniping moves. In this game, because mids are so scary, you generally always want to stand block. And they're
Yo, Craig JP, how are you? Hello, how's it going? Are you new to fighting games in general? What games do you usually like to play? I'm not new to fighting games. I am like a lifetime Smash player. I used to be really good at Smash. I know some people don't consider that a fighting game. But when Street Fighter 6 came out, I got into that and I got to Platinum, which isn't super high, but I think it's high enough to show I have some skill at that. And then, yeah, and now I'm trying Tekken, and I just tried it really quick the other day. Like, I played a quick match or two, and I had no idea what I'm doing. So I'm kind of just watching some basic tutorials on Tekken, for probably like a half hour here. Then we're gonna try some matches.
therefore, a lot of what the game is just.
Thank you for
quickly
joining us
sniping
in
people
chat,
with
Craig.
lows.
Appreciate it.
Just make them not pay attention while they're worrying about mids and highs. You snipe in a little low to hit them. But if the low gets caught, it's potentially the most devastating, as it's the easiest to punish a low of the 3 attack heights.
And as for
there's some
games
other
I
things
like
with
to
lows
play,
we'll
I
talk
play all
about
kinds of
later
games. I
in the
play
video
fighters, I
as well.
play shooters.
Now, this being a
RPGs,
3D game, and you have 3D
playing a
movement,
lot
you
of
can also just
Pokemon
get
and
out of the
Pal
way of
World
moves.
currently.
You can sidestep a lot of moves in this game. So if you know a move is coming your way, you can kind of just preemptively get out of the way of it, right? Like that's a pretty big part of the game.
Okay.
Is you knowing what's coming next and then you either ducking or sidestepping or whatever to evade the move. Now keep in mind certain moves are actually kind of tailor-made to beat sidestepping.
Okay.
You'll see the blue flash on them specifically. It looks like a claw effect.
Blue
you
flash?
See this?
Okay,
you are
I do
not
see that.
sidestepping that move because it'll catch.
That's hard to
both
see
sides.
though.
And sometimes,
Like,
due to
I
the
don't see
nature
that
of the
until
game
it's
and
too
the nature
late.
Of animations, a move, even if it doesn't have the anti-sidestep property, it might just naturally be good at catching certain sidesteps. Sometimes the move's really good at catching sidesteps to the left, but it's really bad at catching sidesteps to the right. And that's one of those things where
Radar's up here in front of me.
You kind of just have to know by playing the game. You got to put in the time, right? Because knowing that could be the difference between winning or losing. That a specific move might have a weakness of sidestepping one way or to the other. So that's sort of the basics. We have 4 buttons to work with here, all sorts of attacks, all sorts of movement. Movement is kind of at the heart of what Tekkan is. So now that you know the absolute basics, let's get more into the weeds about the system mechanics.
All right.
Now let's talk the heat system. That's the blue bar underneath your health.
Okay.
Now, just to note really quick, we do have a video already on the channel going really in-depth on the heat system.
I don't need in-depth.
You can find a link to that in the video description. So if you want to get really into the weeds, that video is there. But for now, let's give you the basics. So this is something you have available to you every round.
Cat's fucking trying to mess with shit. Piss me off.
So it doesn't matter if you used it all up one round.
Radar is the one that likes
always
chewing
be
on the
back
cords.
for you at the beginning of the next completely full. So frankly, there's no reason not to make sure you use it every round. And while the meter is going, you glow, the meter drains, and basically a lot of your best moves are now available to you.
Okay.
So while the heat is live, what happens? Well, generally speaking, one, all your moves will now do chip damage. So you're just offensively much stronger. Because no matter what, the enemy's always going to take chip from the attacks. Doesn't matter if it's even the most basic punch.
Okay, good to know.
General offense stronger. It also unlocks the use of one of your super moves called the Heat Smash. Using this will drain all your remaining bars, no matter how full it is. And Heat Smash is generally a very powerful cinematic attack. So they're very much worth the cost. You only get to do these once a round. And it unlocks special traits for your character. Now, what traits it unlocks is different character to character. Everyone gets something different out of heat mode.
Interesting.
Like, let's take Reyna, for example. She has a special stance here, Heaven's Wrath stance. And she can do various attacks from it that are all very useful. And specifically, while she's in the heat mode, when in the stance then becomes a counter move. So when the enemy attacks, they'll attack right into her, and she'll stomp you silly for daring to attack her while the move is live.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
And this is only when you're in the heat mode, and this is only for Reyna. And there's actually quite a bit more than that, even for Reyna. But for everybody, gives them all unique traits.
Okay,
the character is the best version of themselves while the heat is live.
In heat mode. I like that.
And how do we get into the heat? Well, there's 2 main ways. There's the heat burst, where you just simply hit a stance and then you immediately go into it. It'll be an attack. The attack is always very slightly advantage on block, so don't worry if it gets blocked. It's still your turn, effectively.
Okay.
Another lovely trait of the heat burst attack is it has armor on it. So as you saw there, we can actually armor through this move coming our way. So the armor doesn't happen immediately, but still, it's a defensive offensive attack, and it puts you right into the heat state.
Okay.
And if for whatever reason you don't want the attack from the heat burst activation, just hit back, and they'll do a quick taunt instead. There is also specific attacks.
Does your bar
called heat
recharge?
engagers, and you can
Or
easily
do you
find
just
these,
get
by the way,
like
in your
1
moves
bar
list,
of
so don't worry
heat
about that,
per
it's not a
round? So you
mystery.
can just activate
But
it
a heat
once per
engager,
round.
if it connects, it just automatically puts you into heat mode. No worries.
Okay.
And actually, it gives you more heat bar than the raw heat burst activation. So it's actually more beneficial to go in heat mode with one of these attacks.
Interesting. Okay.
And after it connects, you can see there's a little cinematic here. What's happening here is you have extreme advantage over your opponent. Nothing's guaranteed, but generally speaking, if you both hit the same move at the same time, the person who just activated here is always going to win. So this is a good opportunity to try to mix up your foe.
Okay.
Now, besides that, we have the Heat Smash, the super we talked about here. There's also another way to burn the heat meter. That is the Heat Smash.
Excuse me.
So
Once
when
per
you're
round?
any
Okay.
move that is a heat engager, like we just talked about here a moment ago here.
Got it.
Now let's talk the Rage system. So for easy use here in training mode, we're just going to enter it manually. As you can see here, Rage is now on. But generally, Rage is only available when you're very low health. It's effectively your comeback mechanic.
Okay.
It's quite simple, but still, let's talk about it.
Is this why Yakuza in Smash has like that comeback throw thing that pisses me off?
So once again, the main purpose of rage is effectively as a little bit of a comeback mechanic. So let's take a move like forward, forward, 4 for Reyna. Big axe kick, right? As you can see here, it does 20 damage. Now, if
No,
we
you
were to
know that
turn on
command
the
grab,
rage
that
here,
Yakuza.
or if we were otherwise
Wait, not
low health and
Yakuza.
no
That's
match, when this move connects,
is it Yakuza?
and now it does
Yakuza?
22 damage. You just get a flat.
Oh,
across the
Kazuya.
board,
I knew I was getting that
10%
backwards.
damage
Yakuza's the
bonus.
fucking
So
gang.
it's not going to give you comebacks for free.
No,
or anything,
Kazuya.
but in key
Yeah,
situations
yeah.
Where you might not
That's
have
the
beat
rage thing?
enemy
Okay, yeah.
Otherwise, and you just get a few points more damage per.
He's in
combo,
this game,
that
isn't
can
he?
mean
He's a Tekkan
everything,
guy.
That can mean the difference between winning or losing. So that's a nice little trick, right? But the other big deal is the rage art. So this is everyone's gigantic, big cinematic super move, right?
Okay.
The cinematic obviously is different for every single character, but the net effect is the same in that they do something really cool and do a hell of a lot of damage.
Damn.
To
Okay.
do a rage art, it's very simple. It's simply down forward 1+2. And it's the same for every single character. Doesn't matter what character you are. The input is universal. Also, the rough attack is roughly universal as well. Like, yeah, everyone does their cool different cinematic, but the strike is always going to be basically the same.
Okay.
So every character has at least one power crush attack. Some characters have more. So for example, here for Reyna, back 1+2 is the power crush. And you may notice here, the white sparks, this is universal. Every attack that has a power crush attached to it will have some sort of white sparks. So while
Okay.
there's white sparks, you have
What is
armor
power
frames.
crush?
So how armor works specifically in Tekken is it can destroy all mids and highs. So if you got mids or highs coming your way, you can just kind of tank through it, right?
Okay, so it's
You
got
will
armor
take
on
some
it.
recoverable damage.
Look out, it's
Talk about
Kazuya
that
gang,
later,
I know, right?
But other than that, you can kind of safely go through the move.
What's going on,
Now,
Chaz? How are you
enemies
today?
Cannot stop lows.
We're
Try
just
as
we're
you
just
may,
gonna be
if there's a
watching
low
some videos
coming,
for a bit,
doesn't matter
just
if
some
you're,
quick
like, well
tutorials
into
on
your armor
Tekken.
frames, you're just gonna
Then we're
get
gonna
hit.
get into some
Lows
matches
just
in a
kinda
bit.
automatically beat power crush moves. The only way it doesn't is, as you can see there, is if the power crush hits first, which at that point it's whatever, right?
Gotcha.
But yeah, so
Okay,
you
makes
can defend
sense.
against mids and highs, but not lows with the universal armor power crush mechanic. Now, an important thing to note about power crush moves is the majority of them, but not all, but the majority of them are slightly punishable on block. They'll
Okay.
be anywhere from like -10, -11, -12, -13, which means the
Understood.
opponent's from the enemy. Now, this next one is an important but very useful mechanic, as it's universal. Every single character in the game has the ability to do this.
Okay.
And that is the universal low parry.
Doing
So
fine
we talked
debating
about
on
how
getting
power
this
crush
game
actually
today.
makes
Yeah, I
attacks easier,
downloaded it
right? But what about
yesterday.
lows?
I saw. I
This is what
forgot
everyone
that.
can do. In
I
fact,
forgot that the game just came out. I'm like, ooh, another fighting game. Trevi likey. So we're gonna see how I like it, though. I'm not gonna apply. I just played like a quick match yesterday just to like feel it out, and it just kind of made me want to play Street Fighter. But we're giving it a chance. I didn't know what I was doing, so we're giving it a chance here.
actually very easy, although there's an element of timing. So if someone's coming at you and attacking you with lows, right? Well, that's annoying. You don't want that. So a universal low parry is actually very easy. All you have to do is when the low comes, hit down and forward, just diagonally. And when you do it correctly, you'll just sort of flip them on their head. And one benefit to this, the timing window is mildly generous for what it is. It's not like some strict
Down
one-frame
and
deal.
forward.
Just when you feel the attack coming, hit diagonal down forward. And if you have a rough timing window, you'll send them on their way. And naturally, you notice
Interesting.
here from the bounce.
I
you can
actually kind of like that because one thing that I don't like about standard fighting games in general, and that I found with Street Fighter, is that attacking low is so good because mid and high is all blocked by standard blocks. So a lot of people tend to want to attack low because you have to block a certain way for lows. So I like that lows almost have like a second way to get punished in a bad way. I think fighting games need that in general, to be honest. Do they make you buy characters on this one? It didn't look like it, not from what I've seen. Not from what I've seen.
absolutely combo.
Someone who's played more, I don't know if Craig's still there, but he might be able to give
So
you a
the
better
thing about this
answer for that than
specifically
me.
is you might not always get the biggest combo. You'll get guaranteed damage, absolutely. But it does use
No,
up
they're
what we
all
call the
from the
tornado
start.
state.
Yeah, that's what it looked like.
So when you launch a character and you do moves that extend the state of the combo, like this right there, that's the state that's used up in the low parry. So you cannot get overly elaborate combos, but you do get the guaranteed damage.
Okay.
Another side benefit, I guess, of a low parry is if you guess wrong. So if you go for the low parry and you guess wrong, there was no low coming your way, but it was a high instead, hey, you still ducked. So the high went over your head.
That's
Although
fair.
on the flip, you guessed wrong and it was a mid, well, you're getting blown up. But that's the nature of incorrect guessing, I suppose.
Yeah,
Sometimes you
that's
luck out,
fine. That
sometimes
makes
you don't.
sense.
But yeah, so every character in the game can do this. As simple as just tapping diagonal down forward, and that's it. Just have decent timing, and you'll get it. It doesn't matter how fast the low is, how slow it is, how big it is, how much damage it does. Universal. If you catch a low, you'll flip them on their head.
Sweep
so
kick
if you're
is
in the enemy's head and you know what they're going to do,
is
and they're
top
just doing
tier
those, like,
A. Right?
quick
No,
little
it
weak
is
pokes just to frustrate
exactly.
you,
Sweep
you
kicks
can
are
turn that quick little
fucking
poke
annoying.
into some substantial damage. Now, next
So I'm
up,
glad
we're
they
gonna
give
talk the
a second way to
importance
punish
of
them.
counter hits. So counter hits, it's a basic enough concept on paper anyways. You know, you and your opponent, you're going to be mashing nonstop at each other, attacking, and eventually one of you is going to hit the other, right? Naturally enough. And probably going to knock someone else out of their move every now and then. And this is where counter hits come into play. When a move hits its counter hit, it does a little more damage, so hey, that's a nice little benefit. But more importantly, certain moves gain new properties on counter hits. So let's look at Nina here, right? Forward and 3. All right. Kind of basic double kick. Looks pretty cool. Knocks the enemy back, right? What's not to like there? However, certain moves gain new properties and very powerful properties on counter hit. Like say Nina's forward 3. So on its face, just kind of kicks you in the face, right? Well, there you go. That rhymes. But yeah, that's kind of it. But on counter hit, so now you can see here Azucena is.
Does face rhyme with face? I don't know if face rhymes with face. Craig says, I'm new to Tekken as well. I'm sort of watching this with you, although I do have a question which might not be able to be on this video. I'm not sure. Haven't seen the answer yet. What's your question, Craig? And yeah, I'm glad that you're learning with me too, because I definitely do not know this stuff.
Is just attacking me. So
That's
if
fun.
I choose to knock her out,
We're
of the
learning
move
together.
here,
That's
counter hit,
fun.
That's that move we used earlier, right? And look at that. Instead of knocking the enemy very far away, they kind of just crumple like a sack of potatoes in front of our face. And naturally enough, that certainly means we can get some combo potential.
Interesting. Okay. So basically attacking
All right,
out
not a
of
bad chunk of damage, right?
getting
Certainly a lot
attacked
more than just
counts as a counter hit. Okay.
sending them on their
Chaz says
way.
I'm learning a lot.
And that's specifically the power of the counter hit. And in this game,
Okay.
there's lots of situations
But that
where
sounds
you kinda-
very character specific on what your counter hit moves are. So we'll save more of that for my character thing.
Now, let's just look at the general basic anatomy of a combo. Generally speaking, in combos for Tekken, combos come off launchers. You do whatever move, and it knocks them up in the air. For most of the cast, not everybody, but most of the cast, just hit down, forward, and 2.
I do know
and
that.
That's a launcher.
We'll skip combos because that's going to be, I think, a lot more character specific as well.
Now, let's talk throws in Tekken. So for this section, we're going to sub out Reina and bring in King, because dude's kind of an authority on the matter. Let's put it that way, right?
Okay.
Now, why are throws important? At bare minimum, if someone just keeps blocking your moves, well, guess what? You can't block a throw, right? Really that simple.
I will say Street Fighter 6 prepared me well for the punch into throw, because I actually won one of my matches yesterday because the dude couldn't handle it. I was just like jabbing and he kept blocked, so I would jab, and then go for a throw, and he, was like in the block state. So mixing up between jabs and throws that I learned in Street Fighter has definitely been helping me in the match I did in Tekken. Craig says, well, I've seen people get knocked down, then sort of roll to the side when getting back up, but I don't actually know how to do it. That is a great question, Craig, and I'm trying to look for that myself, because my other match that I did, I got knocked down. I didn't know how to like do a quick roll. Maybe I'm not even able to roll like out of it quick. But when I was on the ground, he got a second combo on me whenever I got knocked to the ground. So I was like, how the fuck do I like get off the ground quicker? Is there like a timing or something I need to press? So I'm kind of looking for that as well. Recover, getting up off the ground. There's a section for getting up off the ground here at the end. So sounds like we'll get to go over that.
And the thing about throws,
Double tap down or up.
exception, is throws are always going to hit you standing. So if you happen to be crouching specifically, throws as highs will go clear over your head. Although beware, there's a rare few characters that have crouching throws, in that they are specifically designed you to throw you while you're crouching. So you might get buried just for trying to make the smart move. So the throw in and of itself, sort of self-explanatory, right? You can't block it. Does good damage for the most part. Good way to continue your offense. The real
Jake
thing about
says I
throws
may
in
be
Tekken
wrong, actually.
specifically is not doing throws.
That's how it worked
but
in earlier
dealing
games.
with throws.
Gotcha.
And how do we deal with throws? We tech them.
Okay,
Teching
hold
a
on.
throw is important.
I'm restarting the throw section. I kind of wasn't paying attention.
At
Sorry.
bare minimum, if someone just keeps blocking your moves, well, guess what? You can't block a throw, right? Really
Correct.
that simple.
I like this
And
little
the thing about
alpaca in the
throws,
background.
with rare exception, is throws are always going to hit you standing. So if you
Okay.
happen to be crouching specifically, throws as highs will go
So for the most part, ducking lets you evade throws.
clear over your head. Although beware,
For the
there's
most
a
part.
rare few characters that have crouching throws in that they are specifically designed you to throw you while you're crouching. So you might get buried just for trying to make the smart move. So the throw in and of itself, sort of self-explanatory, right? You can't block it. Does good damage for the most part. Good way to continue your offense. The real thing about throws in Tekken specifically is not doing throws, but dealing with throws. And how do we deal with throws? We tech them. Teching a throw means no matter how big, how bad you are, throws coming your way, you'll find a way out. Some of these have kind of elaborate animations, as you can see. Sometimes it's just quick get off me, right?
So do you just counter a throw with another throw like in Street Fighter? I was putting some throws out there yesterday, and my opponent was teching them, doing what he's showing here. And I'm not sure, but the window to tech it seemed kind of big. Like Street Fighter, you have to like know they're about to do it and basically like mind read your opponent. It's really hard to tech in Street Fighter. It seemed like it might be easier in this game. I guess let's find out.
Right? But yeah, if you tech a throw, you don't take any damage. But teching a throw is
You
both
have
a
to
combination
click
of
the
somewhat of a
limb they use to
knowledge
grab
check,
you.
but also
Interesting.
a visual reaction check.
King the grab god.
For
Oh
the
no.
most part, there's three kinds
This Jaguar guy, he's the grab god.
of throws. There are throws where you reach out with your left hand. Those are broken by hitting the 1 button. There are throws where you reach out with your right hand. Those are broken by hitting the 2 button. And there are throws
Okay.
where you reach out with both hands. And those are broken by hitting 1 and 2 at the exact same time. Now, keep in mind, specifically in Tekken 8, generic throws where you just hit 1+3 or 3+4, they can be broken by 1 or 2. It doesn't matter. So if you kind of mash, you'll always just break a generic throw. So Azusen is just going to be mashing your
Okay.
basic throws, right? And as a basic throw, I can break
Okay, wow. So that's even harder to counter actually, because not only do you need to tech the throw, but you need to be paying attention to what kind of throw it is. I'm not sure what kind of throws I was throwing out, to be honest.
with 1 or 2. I'll just mash 1 just to show you. So both throws will come my way, and it doesn't really matter which one's going to be which. 1 breaks both of them, right?
Okay.
Because it's just a generic throw. I don't actually have to guess. I just hit 1 if I see the throw.
I
and
think those are the throws that I was doing, the generic throws yesterday. I'm not sure how to do specific
and
throws.
I'm out of dodge, no big deal. But for more elaborate throws besides the basics, then you have to guess. So now let's set Dragunov as our opponent here. Dragunov has a lot of good throws, and specifically he utilizes all the throw breaks. So now when he's going to throw us, we actually really do have to pay attention to which arm he's using, because they demand that specific break. It's not generic like the Azucena grab we showed, right? So if he's going with his left arm, we have to break with a 1. If he's going with his right arm, we have to break with a 2.
Okay.
And now things are going to get a little harder, right? I actually kind of have to look at the arm. I have to know. And
Yeah, that's hard.
if I can tell, I can tell. Oh, right there. I screwed up. I hit the wrong one, right? So this is a little trickier, right? You have to visually see which one's going to be which. The answer's in front of you. It's just upon you to do the right move. Now, Tekken has what is probably the most generous throw tech window in fighting game history.
Okay, that's what I thought. I was going to say, it seemed like he had a lot of time to tech it. But I see why now, because it's not more about the timing. It's more about looking at the arms as they throw you. Chaz says, so you have a big window for the Tekken. Yeah, right. Exactly. Mashing can also work. Yeah, I mean, what if you just push both buttons? Like, because then you're hitting both the singles and the double,
But even
right?
then, you won't get them all. Sometimes you just misread the move. Sometimes you panicked and hit the wrong button. Sometimes you were just asleep at the wheel. It doesn't really matter. You can't catch them all. Now, especially someone like Dragunov, he also has all 3 throw breaks. So now you have to see, is it going to be a 1 break, a 2 break, or a 1+2 break? And you can still visually tell. It just gets harder when there's 3 things on the plate. It can still be done, all right? Like, it's doable, but you got to be really paying attention. Of course, the easy way out
So
is,
that's
once again,
both.
Can't
Right
get thrown if
arm,
you're ducking, right?
left arm,
You can just kind of pop
left
them up on their
arm,
way and just
right
go
arm,
from there.
left
Now, there
arm.
is a little cheating aspect to this, specifically for King and maybe later DLC characters down the road. King has moves that have the exact same throw animation, but have completely different breaks. Specifically, Giant Swing's one of them, and also
The grab
the
god.
Shining
Okay,
Wizard.
I get it.
So it's a lot of damage. And you can
Jesus,
also
what the fuck
toss
is
you
this
up like
guy?
a piece of trash, right?
He looks
And
like
tossing
a
up like a piece of trash.
he looks like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles dude. All right, throw bonus section.
Now this is just a little bonus section to the throw section. So
Craig says, seriously, that sounds kind of scary. I've only played a few matches online and have yet to go against him. Yeah, I haven't played him either yet. I only played one character. There's one guy and we did multiple matches and he was like some dude with like a fisherman's bucket hat and some kind of pole. I don't know. Armor
a few
King main
points
here,
to mention
says
about throws
Shaz.
when they're just more difficult or just impossible to break. So throws,
Are you a
well,
king
they can
main?
hit from all sorts of angles, right? Like here's the basic throw. But
Rooflemonger?
from say the side, becomes a different move, right?
He spanks her?
And
That's
if I
his
hit
throw?
From the back specifically, you can tell
Oh.
here, much more damaging too, right?
Damn.
Back throws specifically, no matter the character, are always inescapable. That's just the penalty for you getting got, right? If
Yeah,
they,
I mean, how the
are
fuck?
back turned,
Oh,
you
damn.
could be potentially eating a lot of damage off a back turn throw.
That did
So
like
keep that in
half
mind,
her
back
health.
turn throws,
I
if you
feel like
manage
you're
to
pretty
maneuver your
bad,
way
though, if you
around
let
them,
someone take your back because your character almost automatically follows them.
always inescapable.
Okay,
Also, if a
got it. Recoverable health. Let's do it.
Now let's talk recoverable life. You may notice here Reyna in the corner here on their life bar, some of it's missing. Well, that's how the game works now. So you can take chip damage from various sources, and if someone's in heat mode, all their attacks do chip damage. But thankfully, it's actually fairly easy to recover because all you gotta do is hit the enemy. And it doesn't matter if they block or not.
Okay.
Basically, the more you hit them, and
So
the more
there's
damage
chip,
they hit
and
with
then
you
there's
or
like
hit
chip
or block,
recovery.
the more health you will recover. However, keep in mind, even though you can recover the health, if you're losing that health, it doesn't count towards your overall health. So if the enemy hits you with, say, a quick few low pokes while you have a lot of recoverable health, you're still gonna die.
Right. Makes
So
sense.
it's real damage as far as like winning the round's concerned. So it really behooves you to get that health back. Also keep in mind, if you do a heat engager, certain heat engagers will actually heal you, right? So it
Oh.
don't heal all your health necessarily.
That's good to know.
It heals
Heat
a good chunk if
engagers
there's a
heal
good
you.
chunk to recover, but it's also a good way to make sure you can get health back. If you're low on health but you have a decent amount of recoverable health.
All right, getting up off the ground. Let's do it.
Now, this section covers something that usually gets people pretty frustrated in Tekken, especially
Yes!
if you don't know what's up. You just got
Me and
knocked
Craig
down.
over here.
Now what, right? Most people, especially if you're newer, you're just going to smash buttons and something will happen.
That's what I did.
Options on the ground are very defined. You have very complete control over what happens. So let's talk about
Okay.
it. So let's go with easy option one. You got knocked down. What do? Simply hold back. You'll wake up, blocking, by the way, and create some space between you and the enemy. So if you want to get away from the enemy as fast as possible, just hold back. Now, conversely, you can either hold down, back, or up, and you'll just get up in place.
Down, back, or up.
Once again, just down, back, or up. Works either way, you'll just wake up in place. So
Okay.
you're not ceding any ground. This is generally the fastest you can stand up and block, by the way. So if you want to be blocking as fast as possible, this is the route you want to go for. Down, back, and up work both exactly the same, and you can hold back or down back for crouch blocking or stand blocking immediately after the fact. Don't worry, you can do either. But these are the choices you have if you just want to get up quick and just start defending yourself. Another option you have is, when you're on the ground, hit forward, and you'll roll forward. Debatably, maybe not the smartest thing to do a lot of the time, but it's an option you have, and if you want to take the enemy off their guard while charging at them with a roll while you're getting up, it's an option you have.
Okay.
Another option you have is rolling into or out of the foreground. So if I hit left punch here, if I hit one, notice that I roll to the side a little bit.
Oh, that was
And
with a punch
conversely,
button.
While I'm grounded, if I hit down one, I'll roll into the foreground, right? So if you want to kind of play with the 3D plane a little bit, that is also an option.
It was down
Of
punch.
course, you can kind of take the offense to the enemy as well. When you're on the ground, you can do kicks. So if you do 3, you'll wake up with a low kick. So it must
Okay, yeah. People kept doing that to me. And hold on, I gotta redo. Do you have to do up
Notice
punch
that I roll to
roll?
the side a little bit.
Or is it just
The
normal
smartest
punch
thing
to
to do
roll
a
up?
lot of the time, but it's an option you have. And if you want to take the enemy off their guard while charging at them with a roll
Yeah,
while
it's
you're
a
getting up,
punch.
it's an option you have. Another option you have is rolling into or out of the foreground. So if I hit left punch here, if I hit 1, notice that I roll to the side a little bit. And conversely, while I'm grounded, if I hit down 1, I'll
So it looks like to roll up, he just had to hit the punch button, but to roll down, he has to do down punch.
roll into the foreground, right? So if you want to kind of play with the 3D plane a little bit, that is also an option. Of course, you can kind of
And
hit
I'm
the
seeing
offense of the enemy
him.
as well. When you're
I
on the
saw him a
ground,
couple
you
times
can
get
do
up right when he
kicks.
hit the
So if
ground,
you
so it
do
must just be
3,
a timing
you'll wake
thing.
up with a low kick, so it must be blocked low. If you do 4, you'll wake up with a mid kick, must be blocked standing. Now, a change in Tekken 8 specifically is these kicks are safe on block. So if the enemy does happen to defend themselves against your specific attack, you are safe. You're negative. You probably lost your turn, right? But you are safe. Now, if you want to get a little more wild here, here's an attack that's mostly universal, specifically when your back is on the ground and your feet are towards the enemy. If you hit both kicks together, 3 and 4, you'll do a handstand and kind of spring salt yourself towards the enemy. This is certainly a riskier attack, right?
Interesting.
It's very easy to sidestep, and the enemy can get a full punish and all that kind of stuff. But if you're just looking to
Well, there
get
you
the
go.
offense back and perhaps
It's
the
like
most
how
flashy way
Tekkan works in
possible,
Smash. Yeah, that's
and,
kind of what I
one
was
with a bit
thinking
more range
too.
than the usual wake-up kicks, it is an option for you. Another option you have only when your back is on the ground and your feet are towards the enemy is hit down in either of the 2 kicks. And you'll do a toe kick, which is a low, and then you'll roll backwards. So this is
Okay.
a way to maintain a little bit
Down
of offense
kick
while
to
also
kind of
trying
poke
defend
and roll
yourself,
back.
because you'll hit them and you'll roll back. Now, a very proficient enemy, if they know this is coming, they can stop it, but that predicates that they know that it's coming. Now, another very critical technique is don't worry about being on the ground, right? These options we went over are specifically when you're just lying on the ground, but you have a
So let's say your opponent's on the ground and they're trying to do a raising, like they're trying to get up off the ground while doing a low kick. Can you do that low attack counter against that? So let's say you punch, you put your opponent on the ground, then they try to do a low kick to get up. Can you counter that with that low counter? Because that would be very cool. Because I hate when the person who gets knocked on the ground actually has like the better options, like, oh, I could do a low kick, blah, blah, blah. That'd be very cool if you could do a low counter while they're getting
little bit
up
of
and keep them
proactiveness
on the
you can do.
ground.
That's what we call the tech roll. So what you want to do is hit buttons just as you hit the ground.
Okay.
And just like, say, the other options where we wake up in place or wake up backwards and block, this is sort of cutting out the middleman. You do the roll, and you immediately start blocking. Now, you get to
Okay.
choose which direction you roll in. It's quite this simple. If you hit a punch, you roll to your left. And it does not matter which punch. It can be 1 or 2. You roll to your left. If you hit a kick, you will roll to your right. And once
Okay.
again here, it can be 3 or 4. It doesn't matter which kick. You roll to your right. Now, the nature of the game is
Good to
simply
know.
that sometimes when you hit the ground, you're being comboed, right? So you can't always tech roll. But in a lot of situations where a move is done or a combo is over or whatever, and you get that one last final hit
That'd be
to the
crazy
ground,
way to kill
that is
somebody.
when you're
Yeah.
able to tech roll and then save yourself a lot of trouble getting up. Where tech rolls become
Whoa.
incredibly important is some situations like the corner. This is what I see frustrates a lot of people. Because sometimes you're hit with what looks like you're being hit with the infinite, right? Like, how do you get out? Not possible. Like, people are
Oh,
hitting directions
that
and
would
buttons.
drive me
As you can
crazy.
see here, oh, I guess it's game over because there's no possible way out, right? Actually, it's very easy to get out.
Oh, I'd
So
fucking
now the
rage
enemy's
quit
gonna
off of
tech
that.
roll when they can, right? Let's see how this same infinite plays.
If that happened in one of my matches yesterday, I probably wouldn't even be playing the game today.
out. So the first part's still a combo, but oh, it's over already. What?
Okay, so tech out of
So-
those.
After you get your quote unquote
Gotcha,
first knock
okay.
down from the wall, that is when you're able to do your tech roll. And you can tech roll to the left or right. as we
Okay, so you
discussed
got to
earlier,
tech.
right?
So you can tech
So
out of
when
those.
you're in that situation against the wall and you are facing the seemingly infinite,
Good to know.
whenever the next hit hits you against the wall, just hit one of your buttons and you'll tech roll out and nice and safe. And once again, you can block pretty much right out of the tech roll. So it's just a good layer of safety. Do not let yourself be a victim.
Don't be
'cause
a
it's actually
victim.
quite easy to
Oh,
get at.
excuse me. All right, cool.
And for our final section,
Last
I'm
few
just here to
things.
tell you basically expect
Just
the
don't let go of the
unexpected.
controller, right?
So a lot of what we covered in this video is kind of like basic
Oh, here's the guy I'm going to use, Steve.
universal stuff for the most part. But there's a lot of traits in this game that are just only a couple of characters have them, maybe even only one character has them, and you just got to kind of play it by ear. Like, just to give a couple examples here, like something like guard break. So the enemy set to block everything, right? Too bad we have this. And even though you're set to block everything,
Oh,
when
what
we
is
have
that? I
this,
want to know what that is.
doesn't matter. Why? Because this glass break effect you're seeing means you can't block anymore. Now, generally, most people who have this effect, they can only get like something small in, but it is going to be completely guaranteed. Same other things like the
Ooh,
knockdown
daddy
section.
like.
Some characters have completely
Chad says I would
unique options while
uninstall
they're
too.
knocked down to the ground that nobody else has.
A Steve Fox main,
Like, say
yes.
Dragunov.
I was saying I use Steve, one, because I used to box myself a little bit, so I like boxing in general. Two, because I played Street Fighter Cross Tekken with Eddie Ace back in the day, and I used Steve during then, even though I got my ass kicked. I didn't know what I was doing. This is before like YouTube, essentially, before you would go online and look up tutorials. I was playing Street Fighter Cross Tekken, and I used Steve in that as well. So I just like Steve.
Here, he has a unique option.
But
only
I
him.
assume
When
he's
on
a
his
hard
belly, he
character
can
to
kinda
master,
slither
'cause I
and
know
then
he's
tackle
different.
You and then, well, beat the crap out of you, right?
Oh shit,
Only
hold on.
him when he's on nobody else has. Like, say Dragunov here, he has a unique option only to him. When he's on his belly, he can kind of slither and then tackle you and then, well, beat the crap out of you, right?
I like that.
That is only for him. He
I kind of
shares
like
the
that.
same generic options everyone else has, sure, but that's one just for him. And some people have unique knockdown options. Some characters play with
Ooh,
health
I
in
like the
weird
look of
ways.
her.
Like June, she can hurt herself while doing her moves, but
Ooh.
also she has a stance that can heal herself.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
So some people, health is a resource. Some people have self-healing.
She's got a nice
Obviously, it's
waifu
not,
look to her.
Universal across the board. Basically, there's a lot of weird character-to-character things that no beginner guide.
Travis
can
for
prepare you
YouTube
So when
boxing.
you see something that's just truly like, whoa, what's going on?
I used
the
to
answer is you're
box.
playing
I'd
Tekken,
probably get
Tekken
my
is
ass
weird
kicked
like
now.
that.
She's the wife of
And
Kazuya.
that's the
Ugh.
video.
Can't
Tekken,
talk about her
admittedly,
taste in
is a
men.
bit of a hard game to get into, but hopefully with what you've seen in the video.
Okay, cool. All right, I'm gonna watch a quick Steve tutorial now, and then we'll get into some. Then we'll get into some matches. I might practice like in the practice mode for like 10 minutes after this, just to practice some of the combos. But I'm just gonna do a quick Steve tutorial so I can kind of learn some of the basics for him. Then we'll get into it. Craig says, good choice. Steve is the character I decided to go with as well. Oh, although I don't know how to do the glass break move he mentioned. Well, hopefully we figure this out together here. Steve is a unique character focused on quick, low damage, non-committal pokes to frustrate the opponent and make them attack into his timing. I like that. I like quick poke characters. He's centered around getting around the opponent's timing and fishing brutal counter hit launchers that do a lot of damage, all while being relatively safe. I like safe characters. His new stance allows him to quickly evade backwards and apply a mix-up with proper setup and timing. Due to this, he has no normal hit launchers in neutral, only gaining access to a few inside stances. Okay, interesting. Damn, notable moves. Are good buttons to use to start your offense as well as keep your opponent in check due to its speed, blocks, or I kind of want, okay, this might be a good tutorial, but I like when people are actually talking to me. That makes any sense. Also, I'm going to go back really quickly.
That uses the right kick button because, you know.
Okay, Rooflemonger, by the way, like in the video, super good. He makes super good tutorials. He, like I said, he made the tutorial I watched for Street Fighter as well. So check out Rooflemonger for good tutorials. Let's try this one.
What's up, guys? Main man Sui here, and welcome back to Tekkan 8 in 8 minutes. And it's another time for one of my favorites, Steve Fox. I feel like I say that one of my favorites every video, but I love these characters. I love
Main
them so
Sui is a
much.
good one too. I'll have
He's
to
the
check him out.
boxer, super
Nothing more
unique.
rewarding
Doesn't have
than
kick buttons,
than
just ways
boring
and
and
bucks
weaving
instead.
and landing.
Highly unique
Boxing and
character.
weaving, or did you mean to
Huge
say boring?
strengths, gigantic weaknesses, huge contrasts with this character, but mainly about this attack.
Oh, he's the one I'm watching. Okay, perfect.
Bagoo.
Oh yeah, there is his
The
name
back
in the
one.
top right.
Truly defining attack. We call him a counter hit paragon. He's
Bobbing.
A counter hit
Okay.
god. He
That
is
makes
a
more sense.
pressure god. Drawbacks are he has like no punishment at all, and he doesn't rely on a conventional 50-50. We're gonna get into it, but first of all, back one left hook doesn't look like much, but has a gigantic hitbox that people press into. And counter it launches for huge damage, comes out at 13 frames very fast.
So
If
back
you
one.
cancel into flicker when you do it, you can stance cancel and you recover pretty much instantaneously. Steve takes no risks falling back and using this move. This is the new outfox step, by the way. Up back free. Very powerful to create distance between you and the opponent. Up back free goes into Lionheart stance, the new stance. You can press 4 to cancel. This is very powerful stuff. But again, so backbone is back one. Back one is the backbone of your arsenal. It's even used aggressively, defensively, and
back
aggressively.
jab
This move does it all.
is backbone.
On block, it's
Backbone of
only
the
-1 when you go into flicker. So you can actually threaten here with flicker pressure. Yeah. Did my stick just break? No, it's still working. I can't speak highly enough of back one.
The
And
Ali
then,
shuffle,
other
yeah, the
counter
Lionheart
hits are
stance.
1-1. This is the best jab string in the game. If
What is
this
it?
counter hits, 31 damage and tracks like a motherfucker. Counter hits, 31 damage. Did my stick just break? No, it's still working. I can't speak highly enough of back one. And then other counter hits are 1-1. This is the best
1-1.
jab string in the game. If this counter hits, 31 damage and tracks like a motherfucker and jails on block.
Okay.
There's nothing the opponent can do about this string.
So
pretty much.
1-2-1.
Just in their face. And
Super
you cancel
fast
into
jab
flicker.
combo.
You can cancel into peekaboo, which is another stance, and big frames. And on block, -1. This is a ridiculous string. You can also do 4 hits and be -4 if you go into a duck. So if your opponent is not expecting the last hit, sucks to be him, kablam, dead. Steve is good with the rush down and the counter hits. And then we have down for 2, which is only -2 on block. Hits extremely low to catch people ducking or using evasion. And this on counter hit,
What is
you
this?
get this for huge damage with Gatling. Flicker 2 is another safe on block, only -5. Long range mid counter hit launch. And this on counter hit, it's only -2 on block. Hits extremely. And then we have down for 2, which is only -2
Down
on block.
forward
Hits
2?
extremely low to catch people ducking or using evasion. And this on counter hit, you get this for
Jeez.
huge damage with Gatling.
That's on
Flicker
counter hit.
2 is another safe on block, only -5. Long range.
So counter hit is when they're punching you, and then you essentially block or get hit, I'm assuming, and punch back. So the counter hit. So down forward 2 is a counter hit
mid
attack.
counter hit launcher. Very, very strong attack.
Wait, okay.
Hit launcher. 2 is another safe on block, and this on counter hit, you get this for huge damage with Gatling. Flicker 2 is
What is-
another safe on block,
What is
only
flicker 2?
-5. Long range mid counter hit launcher. Very, very strong attack. And then Swindler. He has a ton of new attacks that does this. Goes into new stance, Lionheart. All of these attacks, you see that homing high, all of those can be cancelled by tapping 1. this one, for example, tap 1, and he does Swindler. This is a safe on block, counter hit launcher, but does a ton. So Swindler mix-ups are going to be a big deal in Tekken 8. Stance pressure, forward 3-4, peekaboo. Back 3-4, flicker. And he has tons of moves to get into these stances, right? Tons of them, and you'll figure these out. 4-2-1, 2-1, and then in
Okay, I like the
peekaboo,
basics
so
he gave
many
me,
options.
but I don't, he's talking like someone who really knows Tekken, though. So I need like a beginner. Steve Fox, beginner. Beginner guide. How to play Steve in 8 minutes. Sounds confusing, yeah.
What's up, guys?
Main man Sui. Oh, this is for a different game, I think, though. 2 years ago, yeah. I liked his basic guides, but he was just talking a lot for like someone who knew Tekken lingo, which I do not. So we're gonna check out a different one really quick. Low High Steve. Have you seen Low High's Insane Steve? No. Optimal Steve Fox Guide. I think that's for a different game though. Steve Fox combo guide with inputs, bread and butter combos. That's what we're looking for. I like when someone's talking to me, though, like I said. They might not have a lot. Steve Fox Guide by Wiki, Tekken 7. Damn. They don't have a lot of guides out yet. That's Tekken 7? Okay. Man, what a fox. Flicker stance, I believe, is 3 plus 4? Okay. Gotcha. Well, we kind of got some basics. We can learn for ourselves, I suppose. Let's boot up the game. 1 plus 2. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I made sure to boot up the game yesterday because I remember when I first booted up Street Fighter 6 and they wanted me to like sign up for like the Street Fighter account, blah blah blah. And then so we booted up the game. We didn't actually get to start playing until like an hour later. So I was like, well, let's boot up the game today and make sure I don't need to do any of that to get to start playing. So good thing Eddie isn't in this game. Yeah. Beginners hate him. Oh, I thought you were talking about Eddie Ace for a second. Who's Eddie? I don't know who that is. I wish they had Wolverine in this game. Oh, the capoeira dude. That's funny. I think I know who you're talking about, the capoeira guy. Yeah, he does a lot of gymnastics. Yeah. No, you said capoeira, and I instantly kind of figured out who you're talking about. Better be ready to block low. Yeah, he's the Jamie of the Tekken universe. Fuck Jamie, dude. Excuse me. By the way, for those of you that didn't see on the Discord, I finally launched a VOD channel on YouTube. So there's my main channel, and then I put up a VOD channel. And basically, I'm just gonna put unedited versions of these live streams. So basically, like, let's say you missed today, and for whatever reason you're such a big fan, which I know none of you are, that you want to go back and check out the live stream. But let's say it didn't get saved on Twitch or whatever. After a few days, basically within like the first week or two of recording the live streams, I'm just uploading my live streams to that YouTube channel. So, yo, Clara, what's going on? Hey, yo, what's up? Jake says, rip to Jamie, did not pass the vibe check. I hate Jamie, dude. I hate him. Yeah, and I put that link in the Discord and everything, so. Clara says she's doing good. What about you? I'm doing good. Just chugging along. Been super busy lately. The wedding is getting close. Yo, Craig, JP, thank you so much for the follow, my friend. I really do appreciate it. Just doing some projects, says Clara. Yeah, my wedding is getting close. It's happening in 2 months, so we've been really busy with like the holiday. Like the holidays are always busy, and then since then we've been like we had our bridal shower a week ago, and yeah, it's just been busy. I'm gonna practice just for a few minutes, then we'll get into some matches. Oh. Yeah, Craig, thank you so much for the follow, my friend. I appreciate it. Steve Fox. Let's beat up on Kazuya because I hate that guy. Is asking something for the stream and tell me what ideas. I would have to double check. Jake says if I do get this game, I'm gonna beat you with Kazuya. No, is this game coming to the Switch, or you mean on the new on your new laptop, Jake? Yeah, I'd have to double check, Clara. But I mean it's nothing important. I'm just kind of chugging along, doing my own thing lately. Yeah, I know you're in the Discord. I'll have to double check. I mean, I know that we have like a DM string going too. So, oh, Jake says when the laptop arrives. Gotcha. When your laptops arrive, are you getting multiple laptops? Jake's gonna make get multiple laptops, make 2 profiles, so he can just nerf one, beat the other with one, and get himself up to diamond level. So he said back jab. Oh, hold on. So this is that flicker jab that he's talking about. Why can he not like do it 2 times in a row? Let's see. Oh. Oh, that put me in that put me in my heat stance, my the 1-2. Man, you have to be really fast going to the 1-2 the 1-2-1 1-2-1. Clara says, I remember you were saying something about the profile picture, I think. I don't remember. Yeah, I'd have to double check. I don't think it was about a profile picture. I like my profile picture. But yeah, I'll have to double check. I'll message you again if there's something important. Okay. How do I reset? Man, you have to be like really fast. I'm essentially rolling my thumb across them to do that. That's how fast you have to be. So let's see. So back and jab, he said, is like. One, two, three, four. Interesting. Okay. Have you tried sway moves? I know his like duck and weave moves are good. I know that his like B. I was using this one a lot in the match. I was like waiting to bait a punch and then do a duck and then that strong middle. Okay, so let's see. That's my left arm throw. This is my right. Then how do I do both? Because pushing both buttons doesn't do a throw, it just does the flicker, which is good, don't get me wrong, but it's not let's see. Combo challenges. I did the first few combos. Let me start them again. That was an easy combo that I pulled off yesterday, actually. Okay, let's see. That's kind of a cool one. When I'm in heat, quick spin. Okay, so when I'm in heat, quick spin. Oh. Oops. It's tough. Oh, I didn't get it. It's tough, man. Craig says there's a throw you access from the peekaboo stance. I figured out maybe that's it. Well, it's more like a grab when it doesn't connect. What? How do you get into the peekaboo stance? Oh, there's a Lionheart there. Oh, that is actually an easy combo. Okay, so let's see. So up, and then forward Y that's how one way to get into the Lionheart. Oops. Anyways, we'll figure it out. Forward 3-4. Okay. So now that I'm in the peekaboo stance. So if I dodge back, that's so my forward duck kind of it's like a duck that leads into a bob and weave as well, into a combo launcher. Cool. Forward 3-4 puts your fists in your face, and that's the peekaboo. Then 1 and 2 when you're together. Ah, okay, gotcha. So that's his double. So let's see. I wonder if I can jab and then get into peekaboo, like super quick. And then hit both. Let's see how fast I can do like 2 jabs, then go into peekaboo, then do the double throw. Let's see how fast I can do that, kind of. Not very fast, if I can even do it right. Let's see. I can't do it. That's a good combo, though. All right, let's see. Yeah, I don't think I could really combo into it. So Y is the good one when I duck forward to use, because that's the combo starter. So 2 is the good punch to do when I'm ducking forward. I know 2 is the good one when I'm like going to the side as well. But when I'm going back, I want to use 1, because this one is terrible, I've found. This like this wall is terrible, by the way. How do I get back? There we go. When I like, yeah, this like up punch, this is like only good if they like really dodge over me. If I'm like really fucking up in their junk. So this like overhand is the best one to come back with, because this actually hits if I miss an attack. So 2 going forward, 1 coming from the back dodge, and then 2 on the side as well. If I dodge up, jab. If I dodge this way, yeah, okay. And I found he has his diving punch, which is really cool. And I gotta remember this this flicker. Gotta remember this flicker jab. All right, we'll get into some we'll get into some matches here. I'm learning. We're getting there. Okay. This mode becomes available in after progressing on arcade quests. Online, just gonna do some quick matches. I don't want to do ranked quite yet. Well, I guess why not do ranked? Who gives a shit if I get fucking blasted? I'll be ranked super low, but it'd still be fun. Rank restrictions. What is this? Plus or minus 3 preferred. 2, oh, I don't know what this means. We'll figure it out. All right, let's see how this goes.
Get ready for the next battle.
Kazuya is an anagram for Yakuza. So I'm not an idiot for thinking that was his name. We can adapt and learn. The loading screens on these fighting games take so long these days. Like, you're literally loading in 2 players to essentially... That's a good combo. I gotta remember this one when I get like a good thing when I got him back against the wall. It's this forward Y or up forward Y, then completely forward Y. Yeah, something like that. Let's do it. Oh, he didn't want to do it. Match has been denied. Match has been denied. I would say Tekken is bigger than Street Fighter here. What's here in your country? Take a long time to find a match. It was the same thing yesterday, even in the quick match. They really don't like Steve's, huh? Oh, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, that's why they're denying the matches. Oh. I wonder, like, because from Peekaboo you can do this nice uppercut. I don't remember how to get into it. But you can't really, like, combo too much from there. There we go. Yes, please. For the love of God, yes. Finally, a match. I'm surprised it's taking this long since you're in the US servers. Victor? I don't even know who this guy is. Top stats. I got D's and everything. It's my first rank match, technically. So, oh yeah, I got 100 Tekkan power. He's got 20,000. So we might just get absolutely decimated here. Beginner, he's a fighter. I'm beginner rank, he's fighter rank. This guy is a new character, so I have no idea what he does. He fights me with the power of old. A plug-in hybrid is the name. He's John Wick from in a different form. He does kind of look like it, doesn't he? John Wick when he's old as fuck. All right. Promotion match. Definitely not for me. Well, maybe I do get promoted if I beat this guy. He's got a fucking laser sword? What the fuck is this? Hoo-hoo! Oh, no. That was a throw, I'm guessing. Oh, shit. Whoo! He almost got me. Oh. What? Ah, I can't. Ah, he got me. Ah, what? Take another throw, bitch. What? Ah. What? 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 I don't know how to get out of that. That he keeps doing. Oh, he hit me with an armored move. And this is gonna kill, I'm sure. Right? Damn. Ah, I kept doing the wrong one. Damn, dude, those lows. Yeah, I don't know. It's tough because it just feels like, I mean, I'll get used to it. The Tekkan speed just feels so much clunkier than the Street Fighter speed to me. You gotta not mash when he's in rage. I'm trying.
Round one. Fight. Je te tiens.
Ah. Hey, like, what is this combo? What? And what? Why did he not punch right there? He stood in front of him like an idiot. Damn it, dude. That low sweep. I gotta remember the, Ah!
Je te tiens.
Damn, dude. It's tough.
Fight.
Gotta play a little bit slower, I think, is my issue here. Oh, Jesus. Didn't know he did that.
Round four. Fight.
What?
Je te tiens.
Oh, no. What? Why was I in the middle of a stun lock position? I thought I was up on my own. Damn. That's gonna be the W for him. At least I got a good win in the middle of that. I hate this French language. GG's. GG's.
Get ready for the next battle.
Chaz is back. Yeah, that guy's weird. It's really hard to tell when they're throwing because, like, the throw animations just look really weird in this game, I'm finding. Like, it's hard to tell when they're throwing. I didn't even know I was, like, being thrown until I was, like, halfway throughout the animation. We're gonna get it, though. We'll get it. Yeah, just takes practice. These loading times, oh, holy smokes. Nice wallpaper.
Get ready for the next battle.
Pretty cool. Oh, Dragonov. This is that guy with the weird throws. So I got to remember when he's on his belly, I can't go in. Hey, my Tekkan power went up quite a bit, though. What if it's the same guy? Okay, it's not. No, this is boost. Not plug-in hybrid. So I guess I get Tekkan power points just because I even won a few rounds against this guy who was higher than me, I'm assuming. You can just punch him on the ground too. It's true. Am I liking it so far? It's tough. It's just different from a lot of the fighters I'm used to. Like, it feels slower and clunkier. But that's just how it feels. I'm not saying it is slower and clunkier. It's just like this initial feeling I'm getting. Oh, geez. Okay. I thought I was supposed to be fast. This dude's fast. All right. Jesus. I couldn't dodge on the side. Maybe it's because I was against the wall there. Ah. Yeah, I'm just like not getting it. I didn't even land a hit on him there. Like, my dodges aren't working against this guy, so it's hard to tell. Is he using moves that are side swiping? I'm not sure. Maybe it's apple and oranges compared to Street Fighter. Oh, this guy did not want a rematch. Okay. He's like, this dude's too weak. Switching from 2D to 3D can be intimidating. It's not even that. It just doesn't feel the same. It doesn't feel as like tight to me for some reason. Like, the hitboxes feel wonky, if that makes any sense. That's just how it feels because it's new to me. You know, like, I think I'll understand more after I play. I think maybe it's just because it's new. That's why it feels that way, you know, but. Right. Playing in a 3D environment. Right. And I get that.
Get ready for the next battle.
This is a different guy, although it's the same character. This Victor guy again. What are these stats here? This side swapper, precise, respectful, full of fight. What is all that? I didn't get any Tekken points from that last match.
Round one. Fight.
I gotta remember back jab. Okay. His stupid little spin kicks fucking get me. Ah, shit, the armor. Ah, I pushed a button. I didn't mean to. That lunging punch I love. It's very punishable if they catch me, though. Oh, Jesus Christ. What the fuck just happened? Oh. That fucking little spinning kick. Yeah, he's new. What did my guy just do? I can't tell that I'm in his throw animation until it's too late. Damn, that character is annoying to fight. He's got a lot of little low spinning sweeps that are super annoying to deal with. Damn. I think I need to pull back a little bit with this character. Like, try and pull back and use that back jab a little bit more. He's got range, though. Damn it. Damn it. I fucked that up. He's got range on me too, I'm finding. Like, ah. Ah. No, dude, that's so fucking annoying. Damn it. Could have had that last one. What you're doing is a taunt? What am I doing? I wasn't doing anything.
Get ready for the next battle.
Damn it. I still feel like I'm learning. It's tough. I was starting to deal with the range there. I just wasn't, I don't know. I didn't adapt fast enough. But I do feel like I was adapting there. Yeah, he's fast. And he has a lot of, like, range and sweeps. I can see why a bunch of people are picking him. He's kind of broken. He's got range, super far range from any range. He's got teleporting moves. He's strong and he's fast. Oh, the particle effects. I don't even know how I was doing that. I don't know what I was doing. Oh, hey, this is the waifu lady. Oh, dude, this guy's got a lot of points. Side sweeper, heavy hitter, goal oriented. I don't know what these stats mean, but he's fucking maxed out on them.
Let's go. Round one. Fight.
「
Ah. Oh, geez, I didn't realize I was so down already. Ah. I'm trying to do this low counter. It's not working. You can combo them. Like, I'm going back and it's just not blocking anything. I'm finding that Steve's range is not working out for me here. At least while I'm like such a beginner. And like his dodge isn't even fast. Like I'm trying to do his dodge and it's just not working. Like, what is happening, dude? I like. I keep grabbing every time. All right. She comes back so fast, like I have no time to do anything. She's literally breaking me in the middle of my combos is what's happening too. Oh my god. I think I'm starting to get it though. I'm starting to, at this character though, or this player I should say. I'm starting to get his timing. It's just it's just annoying because his dodge isn't dodging. And this person just literally just keeps attacking. Like, I can't. He keeps attacking me mid-combo. You see that? Remember, down forward. I was doing that and it did not help one bit. Sorry, getting upset. Because I was trying that low counter, but it wasn't working. She does so much damage too. Like, what is... I don't know, man. The counters aren't working. His bobbing and weaving isn't working. Like, he's just getting hit by everything. And I'm looking for those blues. He's not using moves that, like, go to the side, like the side moves or whatever, so I don't know. It's not a true combo.
Get ready for the next battle.
All right. We'll get it. This kind of character might be the sort of character I need to learn on. A big, slow character where I can learn my timings and combos better. There's a bear in some overalls?
Round one. Fight.
Jesus. What? He has Kazuya's moves. This guy's good at attacking throws. Jesus.
Round three. Fight.
Ah. He did that in 2 hits. 2, 3, 4 hits. Jesus. All right, let's see here.
Round one. Fight.
I need to figure out a way to combo out of that. I keep getting comboed out of my own combos too, is the thing. I know you're saying they're not true, but they're still flinching, so how are they coming back? Ah, dude.
Fight.
Yeah. I just don't know. I'm not sure if I understand this fighting game. Maybe I'm just the wrong character. Maybe I need to be an easier character to begin with. They're flinched but not knocked. Right, but so do they come back immediately from the flinch? Like, is there no damage to them? Like, is there no time lag between them flinching and starting a combo? Looks like Snake. Shut up, you Frenchie.
Round one. Fight.
I did the wrong thing. All right. Ugh.
Round three. Fight.
That's a good match. Oh no. I was like dazed right there. But get up! No, I did the wrong thing. Damn it. I was doing good there. Music's ramping up, it is. Ah. Ah. There we go. Finally. The achievement is just relax. You can do it. You're right. I'm sorry. Oh, finally a win. Jesus. I felt like this guy was more on my level, though. He didn't even want a rematch. Damn it, dude. Like, I felt like this guy was new like me. Like, seeing how this guy fights and seeing how the others were fighting, I'm like, I needed somebody more on my level. These other people were clearly way above my level. All you need was some cheese.
Ready for the next battle.
What the fuck is this guy? Side swapper. Precise. Oh, this guy looks sweet. Looks like some fucking what's that game called? Oh, Jesus. I was trying to armor through that. Ah, damn it. Oh, is the counter? Now it's time to destroy you? Was I don't know. Ah, I always go for a throw right when they do that. All right, got my special off here. What? This dude's got some like counter moves. I think I can block this. Okay. Ah. Ah. Oh, geez, that did so much. Ah! The throw. They added some... Wait, hold on, sorry. I always throw when they do that. Jesus. They added some different moves for both of them in this game. It's like Daisy and Peach. Both Kuma and Panda have the same moves now. I feel like this is a good match. I feel like he's on my same level. I just gotta deal with this range he's got. Come on. What is this move that he does? It's like weird. Ugh. No, I'm trying. Yes, thank you. What? One thing I hate about grabs is how they stop jabs in this game. Ah. Damn it, dude. Oh, what is happening? Should be blocking? No, I guess not. Guess I wasn't doing it good enough. Ah, I fucking tried to sit. Yeah, this guy played good. He just backing up a lot, turtling quite a bit.
Ready for the next battle.
That was a good match, even though I got blown out, it looks like. I need a good, like... Just making sure, but nah, he's not in this game.
For the next battle.
Tekken 3, Little Dino. Oh, that's who you're talking about. I had no idea who you're talking about when you're talking about Gone. Asuka. Time is it? Almost one? Got a little bit longer. We'll do a few more matches. Steve is tough to use. I'm just finding that. He's got... Oh. Hello. Is this supposed to be like a Tifa cosplay? Ah, I keep doing that. Ah, I keep fucking up. It's hard when you're dealing with a character like this who, like low sweeping, switching between the low sweeping things. This guy doesn't like to guard. Oh, connection though. I'm gonna try and use this no guarding on his part to my advantage. Jeez. This dude's connection's a little bad. I don't think it's mine. No, it's not mine. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Oh. Oh, what happened? Oh, what's that slow-mo? That was kind of hype. Can you try doing a stance after back one? I don't know. Can I? What? Oh, I guess I could try that peekaboo stance. Right? Going into peekaboo. What does peekaboo stance do for me, though? Does it just open up more attacks? That slow-mo was kind of hype. Oh my god. Damn it, dude. Yeah, one of the... Okay, hold on. Maybe I can just jab him to death. Ah, I meant to push that right after his. Turn the right way, dude. What are you doing? Oh no. All right. All right. Damn, dude, he fucking beat me that time. I'm better than that? No, I'm not. What am I better than? Oh, doing the jab thing? No, 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 no. Well, I was timing it. I'm trying to do this fucking counter thing. It's just not working. Like, all this guy is doing is fucking mashing. Ah. Damn it, dude. I got this. What? Why did... Damn. What? Where's my attack? I'm trying that counter. It's not working, dude. That low counter does not work. That low counter does not work. That attack is easy to time because she does it 3 times in a row.
Get ready for the next
Damn it, dude. I should stop trying that because I'm really just getting hurt every time I go for it. They said down and forward, right? I'm going to have to go to just block and low. Down and forward to do that low counter? Isn't that what they said? Damn it, dude. I could have beaten that guy. He's definitely just mashing, but I couldn't. It's annoying when you're losing to someone just mashing like that. It's tough, though, because that character's moves switch from high to low sweeping quite a bit. That chick's combos. Oh, this is the tomboy chick? That's one thing that's tough about Steve is I can't just do this long combo that's going to keep going and switch between low and high. Some of these people are like doing like sweeping tornadoes that last a whole minute. I don't think it's the timing. I might be wrong, but damn. Cool intro.
Round one. Fight. It's over.
Oh, what happened? Oh. What? I pressed the wrong one. Does my duck not go below anything, dude? Like, I did my bob and weave right there, and she grabbed me out of that. Every time I throw, I get hit by those. Of course I'm in the middle of a fucking throw animation. Every time. There's some moves that can't be low parried. Oh, of course. Thank God. Ah. Why? Every time I do my dodge, I'm getting grabbed. And that. Ah! Oh my God, dude. She's got that Street Fighter changing where she can go into a throw from the jabs really well. It's a good match, though. I feel like that was a good match, even though I got beat.
Round one. Fight. It's over.
Ah. What?
Round two. Fight.
Oops. What? I swear to God I countered that because I was ready for him to do it. I was kind of just trying to get the chip health back there.
Fight.
Ah! Oh my god, finally, another win. Got a rematch for the best of 3. Is this going to be our first best of 3 win finally? Last guy we beat didn't rematch us, so we could never do a best of 3 with him. Excuse me. Skip your intro, please. Let's just do this.
Round 1. Fight.
Oh. Why can my jabs be stopped by the throws, but hers go through what? It's just going through everything. I push both buttons.
Round 2. Fight.
Oh my god. What, like, see? She did. So fucking annoying, dude.
Round 3.
It's a counter? So what? I can't hit her? What, does she counter everything? Grabs, punches? Like, can I just not hit her? And I can't fucking counter her throws. Like, thank you. Oh my god. Damn it, dude. She owns the cops. So maybe when I was trying to do that grab counter before, I was pushing X and Y at the same time. Because when I only push Y there, which is what I've been trying to do, is only push Y, I didn't, or I actually stopped the throw. That was really annoying, though. She could, like, go into a throw from anywhere in her combo. Oh, this game is making me mad. The hitboxes are just so wonky. Just keep going. It is my first time. I gotta give myself. It sucks when you're good at fighting games and then you start a new one and you're just ass at it. Because in my head, I know I should be better than this. It just makes me want to play Street Fighter and pick that back up. I don't know. I feel like this is a better way to learn. Arcade mode never helps me learn. Or ghost battles? Yeah, maybe. Harurang. Oh, I think I like this guy too, actually. I think this was the other guy I used, because he's a big kicker. I literally think this was the second guy I used in Street Fighter Cross Tekken. Maybe I should try him. He's probably got better range than Steve does. Because they're friends, aren't they?
When it comes to who talks the most, you definitely win.
Why aren't they, why weren't their lips moving? Ah, it's so fucking annoying. It's so fucking annoying when people have There we go. This guy likes to walk back and block a lot. Ah, damn it, dude. What? Ah. Dude, it's just annoying. I feel like these people have just combos that take my whole health bar. Good game, I guess. Like, that dude never stopped attacking that whole round.
When it comes to who talks the most, you definitely win.
Why do their mouths not move? And why does my jab not go first? Or just mashers? Well, I mean, obviously. Jesus. You don't do lows off? Steve doesn't have a lot of lows. Because he doesn't have those kicks. No, dude. I tried to do that too. Down one or two. I know, but they're slow. They're not good. Ah. I'm sick of these people that keep backing up, too. Like, God, how many turtles do I gotta fight in these fucking games? Yeah, but to get into other stances, I need to do combos. Which I can't do because I'm just getting hit. Like, all these combos that they taught me about, like, getting into stances, like, are so slow.
Get ready for the next battle.
All right. This guy was just fast and obliterated me last time, this character, so just look out for that.
Round one. Fight.
Like, Steve's range is just garbage, too. At least this is the very worst you'll ever be. I don't know about that. Uh-oh. Great. How come I can never activate my rage move? My God, dude. Fucking jab. Everyone can jab out of combos except me. Oh my God. His fastest move can't even get out of combos.
Round one. Fight.
Ah, God, dude. I remember Steve goes into a stance right after that, so I can't, like, block. Down, forward, 1-2 to rage art. God. Fucking... Thank God, dude. Oh. Oh, come on. I actually... Turn around, dude. Ah, that's right. Oh my God. What is this fucking jab combo that I can never get out of? That fucking sweeping punch. Oh, God. No, I hate this game. It just feels too clunky to me.
Get ready for the next battle.
It doesn't feel tight. I mean, that's a fucking retarded way of saying it, but... Slow? Slow? More like slow. My guy won't even turn around in the middle of the match.
For the next battle.
This game just makes me rage. Damn it. As a grab, I did that. Oh. Oof. I timed it wrong. What? Oh, okay. It must be his special. Oh, come on, dude. Oh, the fucking low sweep. Ah, that teleport thing. No, the grab. Middle of the grab. What? Shadow Clone Kagebushi no Jutsu. That's a better match, at least. I just had to whine like a little bitch to get a win, I guess. I hate this game. Oh, I didn't want a rematch? Come on, man. Why is it that like nobody wants to rematch me when I beat him? I'm trying to get a 2 out of 3 win here. I haven't done that yet. God. Convincing one attack. That's just online players. Yeah, I guess so. Is this the guy I just fought? The Raven guy? Whoa, this dude's huge. Why are they pairing me against this guy? This dude's about to fucking annihilate me. This is the same guy. Ugh. Ah. Jesus. Oh my god, dude. Oh. No! What? Why is that so fucking annoying, dude? Thank you. Fuck.
Round three. Fight.
No! Okay, I was like, I just need to jab him once. Is it weird that I'm playing against a dude that's like so fucking overranked? Ah. Holy shit. How is this super over-leveled guy the one that I'm better against? I did put in that preference, yeah. I've been promoted to a fighter. I think it's because, like, he's not just mashing. So, it's actually more of, like, timing with this guy and, like, actual fighting than just, like... Oh, Jesus. No! What the fuck? Dude, roll back, please, for the love of God. Damn it, dude.
Round two. Fight.
Alright, well, this isn't gonna end well. Ah, I didn't mean to do that. Why can he like link into his own attacks so weirdly? No, I did the wrong dodge. No, quit going back. I don't mean to do that. Damn it, I fucked up again. Oh, Jesus. Fuck. Damn it. GG's. Kind of figured that's how it would go this time, but that's all right. Let's try again. He ain't that good. He can do combos, though. Ooh, this character?
Resist and be eliminated. Round one. Fight.
Okay. Ah, what? Ah! This dude can combo so much. I guess that's what you're saying. I fucked that up. Damn it.
Round 3. Fight.
Ah. What? Damn, dude. It's so fucking annoying. Why can I not block that? What? Out of my finisher? I feel like the hitboxes are just so janky in this game. That's what I have an issue with most. I mean, good game. That's honestly how I expected it to go more than half the time. So I'm surprised I even did good that first time. I don't think Steve is the reach for me in this too. They should make a Tekkan Mortal Kombat style Smash Bros. Can always try different characters. Yeah. I feel like I need to just stick with one, though. I start trying different characters, I'll never be able to decide. I know I like Steve. I just gotta practice. But he might be a shitty character, to be honest.
Ready for the next battle.
Paul? Raul? I only got a couple more matches before I gotta stop it here. I just stuck with Kazuya. Yeah.
You want to ride on the bike, Steve?
What the fuck? Steve? Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Why? What? My God, dude.
Round 2. Fight.
This guy doesn't seem like he's a blocker once again. We're going to try and use that. Ah. Oh, my God. Of course I got hit by that. Ah. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Of course. You better be careful. He has a move that deals a lot of damage. Was it that move? God damn it, dude. Why is his kick so fast? What? Do you see how much damage other people do too? I think that's another issue I'm having with my character right now. I feel like I do a ton of work to do after life, and they can finish me off with one string of combos. All right, let's try this again. Oh, okay. Might
Get
quit.
ready for the next battle.
I think I'm done. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this game. I feel like this might have been a waste of $70 on my part. I almost didn't buy it because it was $70. I don't know. It just doesn't feel tight to me. It feels too clunky. Like because I don't mind 3D space games, but like I don't know. It just doesn't feel good to me. And I'm not just talking about like even when I win, it just I don't know. Between like I don't know, I just can't explain. The hitboxes just feel janky. That's a shame. I'll give it some more tries. Maybe I'll have to try another character because Steve doesn't seem to do a lot of damage. They said, oh, he's fast and aggressive. Well, from what I've seen, tons of people are fast and aggressive. So the fact that Steve, his pros are supposed to be that he's fast, but that I'm still getting outsped, and that people have longer combos and stretches and more range, I have a feeling it could just be the character. I will give this another try. I think I'm going to have to try a different character, though, because something about it just doesn't feel good right now. So, I mean, we'll have to figure it out, obviously, but yeah, I don't know. This just kind of makes me appreciate Street Fighter, though, if I'm being honest. But I don't know. Maybe that's just me. We'll see. Yeah. No offense, but you weren't really doing any combos from your hits. Yeah, I wasn't. I was trying to do the 1, 2, 3. Every time I tried a combo from those combo tutorials, I would just get hit first. Like the combos they showed me in the tutorials were too slow. The only one that was like fast enough was like the jab combos. So I would like try that, but like I don't know. And that's what I mean. The other thing is, like I said, his range was really short too. So between the short range and the slowness of his better combos, I would just get hit first or grabbed or something would interrupt me or I was just too far away to really land anything. So I don't know. I think I think this is just I'm going to try it again. I'm going to try a different character though. I think I might look at like a YouTube video in the meantime with like different characters because I feel like Steve could be good, but he's probably better when you're more used to the excuse me. He's probably better when you're more used to the game. Another big thing is I obviously don't know these characters. I don't know the move sets. Steve might be better too when like you know more of the moves, you know what's coming at you, so you're better equipped to counter it, duck and weave at the right time, use those stunning jabs, get in your stances because you know like when a good time is. So Steve might be a character better equipped for more experienced Tekken players. So maybe that's why I was having a bad time this time. I will chalk it up to that. I'm going to look up some YouTube tutorials on like easier characters to try. I'm gonna look at different characters, pick a different one that's possibly easier, and then we'll try again some other time with that character, and then I'll give it maybe it won't feel as clunky at that point. Yeah, there's stand stuff too. Fundies is important, right? Exactly. And I feel like maybe I'm not getting like Steve might be somebody I can come back to after I learn the fundies a little bit more and like learn characters, learn when to do this, when to do that, blah, 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 sort of thing. So maybe I should drop Steve for now and then come back to him. Or maybe I'll just find another character I like. We're going to try that. that will be my official chalk up for today. I'm not going to chalk it up to the game. I'm going to try a different character, and then we'll see. January VOTM. Yes. Before we do that, does anybody have tickets for the daily VOTM? Make sure you get those in. I'll do the January and get this one going. But get in any tickets for the daily, because we'll do that right afterwards. Like the spirit. I don't like judging games too fast off the bat, so I try not to do that. But sometimes it's tough. You know I get frustrated with fighting games too, Jake. So you know I know myself, and I know I'm a little baby when it comes to fighting games sometimes. All right, Shaz has 4, Jake has 3, and Munchney has 1. So 8 tickets total. 512 gigabytes is not enough at all now for installing games. I know. A lot of one nice thing about indie games is they don't take up a lot of space like these AAA games do. I've seen your Smash streams. I know, right? Shaz. Watch Jake rob Shaz again. Oops. Part of me kind of hopes that Munchney gets it. On break. There we go. That's a good way to break it up. Munchney might win. I know. I'm kind of hoping he does. All right. Without further ado, January VOTM spinning now. Oh, Munchney! Oh my God, he did it! Holy shit, it did happen. I do kind of feel bad for Shaz. Shaz put in a lot of effort this month. He had the majority tickets, and then he lost. GG's. Wow. Yeah, kind of funny. You win some, you lose some. To be fair, though, Munchney was getting robbed this whole month. Like, he put in a lot of tickets, too, and he just got robbed on the dailies, so... And then if no one else has a daily VOTM, then it's just going to go to you, Jake. Looks like a lot of the people left. Probably because I was just bitching about the game too much. Understandable. All right, guys. I really appreciate it. Yeah. Tomorrow is supposed to be Fortnite, and it still might be, but we're going to see how I feel, because I kind of want to get some more Pal World in. I want to keep going with the Nuzlocke too. I got rare candies on, so the grind session should be done on that. But I want to do the Nuzlocke. I want to do Pal World, and I do want to do Fortnite as well. So we'll just kind of see what I'm feeling tomorrow. Jake says you win some, you lose some. That's true. You understand that better than anybody. But yeah, really appreciate it, Jake. I appreciate it, Munchney. Appreciate it, Shaz. Thank you, Clara. And a huge thank you to Craig JP for the follow. Thank you, Craig. Appreciate you sticking by, chit-chatting with us. Yeah, really do appreciate it. So yes, thank you, Craig, Shaz, Clara, Jake, Munchney. Appreciate it, my friends. And yeah, I'll be back tomorrow, and then I don't think I have much going on this weekend, so it's very possible there's an extra stream this weekend, but I'm never putting for sure's out on the weekend anymore, because the weekend is when I do a lot of overtime for work and stuff. So if I take one of those, which are always last minute, but bonus stream, but there's always a chance at the bonus streams. I'm basically I'm never going to put a for sure stream on the weekend again unless I have the day off of work, which rarely happens. Like, I only get days off of work every once in a while. And then usually you'll know if I have work off on the weekend because those will be the days where I schedule game nights with the guys because I'll have those nights off. So, yeah, don't expect very many weekend streams coming up, but I might do bonus streams on the weekend. But don't expect any for sure scheduled weekend streams for a while here. But all right, guys, appreciate it. Much love. Congratulations. Once again to Munchney. Sorry, Shaz, you got robbed. But you did good this month. Maybe you can get another month in here, Shaz. But all right, guys. No raid today because we had a lot of people leave. So ta-ta. See you later. See you tomorrow, maybe. And have a good day. Bye.